Me too. Hi.
Start the show.
All right. Hi. Welcome to PAPAtv. I'm sorry for that little brief hiccup, but now we are here playing GENIE, Gottlieb's GENIE. It's a Gottlieb System 1. Chris Stevens is stepped up to the game, and
We're ready to roll.
To say, GENIE has 5 flippers, guys.
It is 5. Priyanka was correct.
I'm not saying I told you so, but I know how many flips are on this machine.
Oh boy.
So
I don't know. There might be 7. There might be some hidden
There
under.
might be 2 secret flippers somewhere.
Oh!
Well, hey, Colin, why don't we point out some of the cool features on this game?
Okay.
Since you have the wonderful...
Yeah.
Since you have the
Where should we
Magic.
start? Let's start with this awesome upper left play field that you kind of want to shoot these drop targets up at the top. That'll give you 2,000 points per drop target and increase your bonus incrementally. And there are also 3 of these little star rollovers that I believe also increase your bonus as you roll over them.
Really?
I'm not 100% sure if that's what they do, but
We will
they
find
do
out.
something. So there's kind of a cool shot from the bottom right where you can feed it up to that play field and roll over those.
No, that's not what I wanted. Oh boy.
There's also there's a 4 bank of targets that'll increase your bonus multiplier when it's lit,
So
which
it will alternate.
it'll alternate based off of switch hits, yes. So whenever you do have that lit, it's generally a good idea to try and go for that just to get your multipliers up.
Let's look at these outlanes.
Yeah, Priyanka had mentioned the outlanes earlier. I was just going to say that because they are a great design.
Yes. There's sort of on the left side something that people love to hate. This
I love it.
outlane that kind of splits there.
It's like a Y.
And it's really, really hard to control that when it goes in there. Like, you generally want to try and get it out before it falls down there, but...
And then you do have some action off that 2,000 pop bumper.
Yes.
And if you do see, when you do get it out, it will go over that star rollover. And if you pay attention, that star rollover will light the spinner.
Yes.
So you can kind of time a spinner rip if you are...
If you roll through that, you can go
You're
up
lucky.
through the spinner, and that'll increase your bonus for the spins that you get.
which is pretty nice.
And the same...
They'll often roll up from
Nice
the
job,
backside.
Steve.
And the same works on the other flipper, too. There's another star rollover on that side, so you can do the same thing.
And
You get 1 shot at it. If you don't hit that, as soon as you hit a switch, the advanced bonus goes off the spinner there.
Yes, and a lot of the things on this game will cycle as soon as you hit a switch, so either you get control or you make sure that 1 shot you have goes where you want it to.
So there's...
oh, now, so Chris is miming to us that we should talk about the pops.
I think he's saying the pops alternate
Oh, the
The-
pops
the bonus
alternate
multiplier. the drops for the bonus multiplier.
Nice. And then we also, to the right, there is a saucer up to the right, and it says score bonus. And then there is a little lane that will feed the plunger lane, which you can't see the plunger lane, but that's where it goes.
That will go return, and sometimes you can actually plunge
So-
the D and get the score bonus or return into the shooter lane.
So the collect bonus lights when you get 20,000 in bonus on here. And what you want to be careful, if you don't have a couple X, you don't want to collect that.
All right.
Hi, Jake.
Hi.
Do you have a GENIE?
I used to.
I thought you
brought one
did.
of these machines back from the dead.
Why did you get rid of it?
My friend Stuart wanted it, and it's really big.
So,
So it was taking up a little bit too much space.
so from personal experience, you know how much this game weighs.
Yeah. It's not ridiculously heavy. It's just, wow, that's not
There's
you
the
get to do
inlane
every
Priyanka
day.
was talking about.
Not as heavy as a Jersey Jack.
No, not as heavy as a Jersey Jack.
I feel like now everything I'm going to compare to is like,
Yeah.
is it as heavy as a Jersey Jack because I saw Doug stand in one once.
Oh! That
Oh.
was dumb.
that's how, like, there is, like, you know, that upper flipper to the right, but it's not in that normal position where you have, like, two flippers kind of next to each other. There is a bit of a gap, so you can end up tipping that ball over and then kind of redirecting it down the middle. So sometimes, you know, it's best, almost like on Captain Fantastic, to, like,
Not do
Like that.
yeah,
Oh.
not do that. Not
Thanks for demonstrating Priyanka's. That was
Make your
perfectly
flips
timed.
count. Make your flips count and use the flippers wisely, because there are 5 flippers.
With that gap, what also can happen on that is it can bounce off that gap and go down the middle as well. Now the ABCD, I believe, lights extra ball on this, as do. So I don't think. Did we talk about the extra balls yet?
We did not.
Okay, so 2 ways I believe to light extra ball. First is getting the A, B, and C, and D rollovers, I believe.
A, B, C, and D rollovers.
There's
I'm pretty
2
sure they do. Let's
locations.
see.
All of these rollovers, and there's also
Ooh,
some at the bottom.
Oh, you almost had it.
And then I believe, I don't know if it's all the drops at the top or all the red drops or either one. Either all the whites or all the reds.
It's
Will
pretty
also
good.
light extra ball.
There's one more thing I'd like to mention about Genie, which is awesome. We talked over our little PAPAtv stream chat about the different ROMs that are available for this game and how, you know, you can end up, like, you can have like a ball save on this game. I've played, I don't know if you guys played
Really?
Genie with the different rules,
I've never seen
I
that.
have not. No, I haven't seen it.
but yeah, it's pretty cool. It adds a skill shot. Oh, thanks, Aaron. Aaron Pittsburgh, hi. I'm so glad you're here. And then it also, yeah, it adds a ball save, which, you know, if you weren't familiar with that, you'd be like, why is the game still flashing at me? Yes, it does have a ball save. Not this one, but there are different ones that, the different rules on the ROM that you can have. It's the Pascal board. That's what we're talking about. Jake.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I was
This
talking
is
about
really
earlier.
thing,
It
yeah.
bounces
Reading
off
those
that
so
kind of
wrong.
gap there, and it's rubber.
Now, what's your favorite way to play this game? Do you start going for those multipliers immediately, or?
When it's lit, yeah, I think if you're on the left flipper, I think you have to take that shot. On the right flipper, it is a little dangerous. It's actually dangerous either way. Those drops for the bonus multiplier are dangerous either way. On the right flipper, I'll do what I believe Chris was trying to do, and I'll generally send it up there to the drop targets.
I like to try to work on the left upper playfield as much as I can, and then, you know, if the multiplier
Nice
is lit,
nudge.
I will go for it. If it's not lit, I'm not going to go for it. And then, you know, make sure that whenever I shoot the spinner, I make sure I have enough momentum, because the spinner can kill the momentum, and then, you know, that feed from the reverse spinner,
Ooh.
nearly always deadly.
That was a nice nudge off the top bumper there. I thought it was going to be enough.
Do you think nudging this game is way different because it's so wide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, BD.
Well,
but
he says
You
yes.
could just see it there from Chris. He was trying to decide what should I nudge. It looked like he had the D. He was going for the D to light the extra ball, and then the nudge led back towards the middle, and he was in trouble.
Just a lot of game. It is, the slogan for this game is Gottlieb's wide and beautiful body.
I think I'm doing a lot more forward nudges on these than any other game.
Whoa, that was a nice recovery.
Very nice.
I just love the art. I like the wizard. The wizard kind of reminds me of, is it Abracadabra?
Abracadabra, I think so.
Or maybe the wizard, maybe it's just a generic wizard look, but I think it looks like the wizard from Abracadabra, which is also a Gottlieb, right? I think.
Kind of looks like Slash. It's got the hat.
Looks like Slash the Wizard. So rumor has it Slash will be making an appearance on a game coming up.
I've heard things.
Nice. So
See Slash will be making an appearance here in Pittsburgh later this year.
Sneed, Rob, he cleared all those yellow
Drops.
drop targets. So whenever his multiplier does light up again, he'll have choice for drop target. If you end up, you know, knocking down all but one. When it does light, you're kind of stuck having to shoot.
You're exactly right. That's a good point.
And it could be, the one, I feel like the most difficult one is the second one.
Second one from the left.
The second one in, if you hit it in a particular way, the feed from it will be very deadly. And if that was lit and that was the only drop target, I would probably not try to shoot it.
I wouldn't try it. I might try it from the left flipper. I would not try it from the right flipper.
And it's all about personal preference and what you feel good.
It is. Now, of course, all the games play differently, and I haven't played this one yet. So let's see what. Does he go for the 2x here?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm a little bit of a fan of plunging the D like Jake did, and
Jake
can't handle the
I think
flippers
it's
at the
'cause
bottom
you
of the playfield at all.
You had
I know.
Had a genie.
I'm trying to remember.
They all play differently.
Gee, I love Genie, guys. I'm so into this game. It's so much fun. And I just feel for Jake because having to live in a place that you had a genie and then coming to Papa and then trying to play it.
Actually, to have a genie and then not have a genie is just a horrible feeling.
I think so
I can
too.
only imagine.
But yeah, they do take up a lot of space, I would think. Oh wow.
speaking of horrible feelings,
That was a not cool drain.
So Genie has been on my list of a game I'd like to get.
Are they pretty rare? Hard to find?
They're out there, but they're kind of few and far between. I don't know how many are left out there, but they don't seem to turn over a whole lot, and I think it speaks to the to how great the game is. Same with Paragon. Two wide bodies I'd like to
Nice.
have in a collection one day.
Minotaur, that was the wrong thing. Griffin, there's a griffin in there.
Yeah.
I keep on trying
There
to
is a-
say it's a manticore, but it's definitely a griffin.
What?
On the Paragon backglass.
Oh, crap.
Trouble.
Oh, you must
nice
have
try,
it.
nice try. So Lee stepping up to the game again.
Hi, Lee. I just said hi, Lee, before you put your headphones on.
Hi. Hi,
Sorry.
Genie.
Be kind.
We're in your brain now.
Rumor has if you rub the right side 3 times, you get 3x bonus off the start. So I
But
don't
you
know.
gotta hold the right flipper in, and the game won't take your picture.
That wasn't nice.
No love from Genie.
PPL Bob in the chat says, gotta get Fred to do his imitation of the sounds from this game. Fred's not in the building, sadly. If he was, he'd probably be playing Genie and complaining.
Fred never complains.
Oh, nice. That seemed a little bit scary, but
here's your bonus multiplier.
yeah, that was a
Got
nice
3x.
safe backhand, which is pretty sweet. And
Now
then...
you fight the pops.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that never happened.
The
Extra ball is
lit.
lit.
Can we
And he-
show him where oh, he got it. Oh, no.
Can you
It
point
grazed
to
it.
Can you point to it?
the
Yeah,
extra
you have to
ball?
shoot. Right now it's lit for there. There are a few other targets that you can
There's
shoot.
the lower right.
There's
Yep.
one there too.
Oh. You got it, PD.
I want it.
So he did confirm. I wasn't sure when I stated that the A, B, and CD lit the extra ball.
Oh.
Bad player. Trying too hard for it.
You know, we've seen at least 3 balls go straight down the middle off of that rubber gap between the 2 flippers on the right.
Yeah.
Very frustrating. Very little you can do about it.
It adds a weird bounce that you're not ready for. And I think that has something to do with the way that the flippers are configured, which it is like a little bit weird. It's almost
Do you just
it's
want to?
strange. Like, like Atari Middle Earth has a
Yeah.
weird
Yes.
flipper configuration. And
Do you just want to try and like forward nudge it as hard as you can without tilting? Like give it an extra bounce off of that, or?
yeah, my
yeah.
brain doesn't do the math on that very well.
I think if you see it coming
Spin a
there,
rip.
you just
Nice.
you
I
try
tried,
and
I
force
tried.
it away.
Thing is, you can force it down the middle, and it's a pretty big gap. It's like Evel Knievel jumping the Snake River Canyon.
So my question is, say you were playing this game in Pinburg.
Okay,
And
is this for
then-
me?
Yes.
Okay.
And you are behind. You're player 4 or 3. And what would you go for if you only had 1 ball to kind of make a difference?
Well, to me, this game is a big bonus game.
Yep.
And
the way that it's set up, you can shats the in lanes. There do alley passes to collect the
Who would do
star
that?
rollovers. Not me, because it sometimes leads to death.
Goes to the. It can go right
Why
up and
would-
out.
Okay.
And
Oh,
you
okay,
shoot the
okay.
spinner.
You're just
Okay.
showing off. But that's not that's not something I would recommend you do at Pinburg.
Of course not.
So show the collect bonus. If you see the collect bonuses, let
Right
Chrissy
now,
point to it.
because I'm up to 20,000 points in bonus, that lights my score bonus saucer. And now for the shot that you really never aim for, because how often do you really get 20,000 in bonus? And unfortunately, I don't have any
No
multipliers.
multipliers.
Yeah.
So you do lose it once you collect it.
Oh, yeah? Well, then why would I go for it?
Shoot it.
All right.
We're zoomed.
Because you can.
We're zoomed
Oh,
in.
boy. Oh, no. No.
D.
That should give me...
Oh. There's
Oh,
an
insert
there.
save.
Now you've
Thanks,
got a
Ben.
And he
multiplier.
has a multiplier,
So
so
24.
Huh?
Because at 29, he'll no longer be able to add the bonus.
Let's do something that will never work.
there's no bailout on this game.
I don't know what that.
Oh,
Oh! Not sure what he's trying to do with that.
I was just trying to fool around.
Choosing your
Success.
shots on this game is very tough.
Producer Evan's making jokes.
Trying.
He's making Indianapolis 500 jokes.
Just curious in the chat room if we have any Kansas City fans out there. If so, congratulations. We know producer Evan is a big Kansas City fan.
What is that?
They won.
They
They
won a
won a
thing.
pretty big
Sports
game
ball,
the other day.
sports ball. Oh, sports ball. I just like the
Oh,
battle
I don't like
battle
this.
royale of Shakira versus
Ooh.
J-Lo.
They'll put on a heck
Oh,
of a show.
nice. Tia's in the zone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Again? Yep.
Trouble. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. I was going to say Tia was living right. Super Bowl, never heard of it.
Cool, you're like me. Lee. Oh, lucky. It's almost like the Beast Slayer, but only if the Beast Slayer had two options. To continue or to die. Oh,
Spinner's lit. And it's gone.
Pinball Nerd Podcast says Genie is way underrated. I believe you're so right. I think so. Spinner Rip, why are you passing it? You're just
So the
Because I don't know how to
spinner-
play Genie.
You're
Spinner's
making me
not that
crazy.
juiced on this game.
only from the left.
I think he gets about 5 or 6. It doesn't seem to really go.
It's also difficult because it feeds into the pop if you shoot it, usually.
Yeah, how many spins do you want on this spinner?
I like
It's
my
not-
spinners to spin.
I like them to spin too, but
You're
it's
right.
not spinner heavy. This is not a spinner heavy game.
It's not a spinner heavy game.
It is a fun shot when it's lit. He's got the ABCD. Mind heart. Mid
Mid-heart.
90. I can't read today. Very nice. Oh, wow. Look, player 1
That is
versus
a
player
close
3.
score.
Yeah, there's still
Look
a
at
ball
that.
left, though. Barbara Eden, I dream of this game with a white ceramic ball.
I was going to have a trivia question. Who played the Genie on the TV show back in the, I'll say, 70s, guessing.
I guess I ruined it,
But-
huh?
But Petey did. It was Barbara Eden.
Fun fact. Super Nintendo Chalmers says, there was a genie on location near me that had ceramic power balls in it instead of regular ones. It played very fast. I can only imagine, but I have played one once. I lived to tell the tale, but it was very fast. And the Pinball Nerd Podcast said, yes, I played one on the Pinball Arcade, but probably saw it at Pinburg. Yeah, Pinburg definitely has a genie, and it usually is in one of the banks, but
Oh, this is scary.
it's definitely a must-play.
Ooh. Misses the,
Yeah,
the
he
3X
wanted that
and
multiplier, and it locked him out.
down. Was that ball 2 or 3? That was ball 2.
That was ball 2.
Actually, 4 really solid scores here, especially after 2 balls.
Ugh.
All right, this is it.
What's it?
Ball 3.
Oh no.
Ball 3 for all the marbles.
All the power
You have-
balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's just shatzing.
that was impressive. Now, I would have done the rollover there, but I would not have gotten the advanced bonus.
Oh boy, that was terrible. Oh, so was that.
You really nailed that rubber.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
There's a lot of posts in this game, huh?
Yeah. They're worth nothing. Oh
Aw.
no. Oh, I did
Oh,
that.
no.
Gone,
Ah.
gone,
It
gone.
hit that, so I nudged it, but it went too high.
Why didn't you try to save that, Chris?
I did.
It was like more than halfway up the playfield, and he knew where it was
He
going.
used up all his wishes.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
And we'd like to welcome Chris Stevens to the booth.
Hello, hello.
Welcome, Chris.
Hello, hello.
So, what'd you think about playing Genie there, Chris?
I love Genie. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's quirky. You get some really weird reads on some of the bounces, and that happens to me far too often. So this is kind of a weak point in my game, but I'm getting better at it.
Quirky's a great word for this game.
Quirky. It's eclectic.
And I like quirky
Clerky.
and, clerky and eclectic games. We're going to call them clerky from now on.
Eclerky.
But I
Oh,
do
that's
like
see
them.
right there. That's dangerous. The
Yeah,
danger.
very dangerous. We talked about that a few times already, Chris, that rubber there is just so challenging
Yes.
and unique,
Causes
very
it to
unique. You don't
hop.
have a lot of games there
Like
like
right
that.
there. I nudge it every time.
And you can nudge it right down the middle, or you have
Oh,
to
yeah.
nudge it across a pretty wide
Right away.
gap.
Very wide gap. We got the Pinball Nerds podcast.
I win.
I actually don't mind the sounds of this machine. Most of the Sarah I'm not a fan of. And he says, "What's up, Chris?" And big shout out to my 5th favorite podcast. Although you're moving up the ranks there, buddy, with all the people that are kind of coming together. But big welcome. Big podcast
Good night.
fun.
Oh! And he gets an
and
encore.
And
Good
welcome
morning.
back. Good night and good morning. I like it.
I didn't deserve that.
Everyone in the chat has left because they said good night. So welcome back.
That's why you don't take your hands off the flippers.
Oh yes.
So the left sling isn't really a sling. It's just a.
The left sling is a sling.
Is it a sling?
Oh yes. It'll get you some sling
It's-
action if you activate it. And it's I
That's-
believe it's
There's good
it's
night.
set up very very sensitive too.
Is it? I've seen it.
Whopper whopper whopper
Bounced off a few
whopper. And now we're going to PinballMIX. Have you ever thought, what would it be like to have the best music possible in one of my pinball machines? Well, Mark from PinballMIX will upgrade your machine with smooth cuts, tight loops, and balanced levels. He does this with music you get to choose. There are plenty of mods that enhance what you see, but PinballMIX can enhance what you can hear. What others are saying about this? Ben from Midland, Texas says he does a professional job and he loops things to perfection. We also have Kevin from Buffalo Pinball that says, I love the mix that PinballMIX did for me. It is a great way to breathe some new life in your favorite games. We also have Paul from Pidside saying, I've found this the best bang for buck mod I could personally add to a game I love. So you can go to pinballmix.com to see videos of his work, or you can just email Mark directly at pinballmix@gmail.com for
You hear
more
me?
info. What machine would you like to upgrade?
So has anyone tried that? Or tried a machine that has that in it?
Oh, yes.
There is
You
a
have- is
great
there
one
one
at Pinburg.
They had a
Disco
there?
Maiden is the hit of the
Disco
show.
Maiden.
Disco Maiden.
Oh, yeah.
Iron
Yeah.
Maiden to disco.
I believe there's some ABBA in there, and
Ooh, I like ABBA.
Love it.
It's very entertaining. Now, someone in the booth is going to go try his luck. I believe it's going to be Mr. DeFeo.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Good luck. And who's coming in? Oh, we got Petey Hendricks.
Of course, I'm a smart man. Put a Powerball in the machine and then run.
Yeah, right. So the Powerball will make things faster.
Yeah, and this is my first, it's my first game on this tonight.
Very nicely. So for those of you that are not too familiar with this lovely piece of spherical stuff here, this is a Powerball. Most notable being in the Twilight Zone pinball machine. But this is not a regular pinball. Oh, no. It is made out of ceramic. So it is fast, and it is furious.
Yes.
And it does not get affected by magnets in games that have magnets.
I believe it's 80% of the weight.
Yes,
Yes.
it's a lot lighter.
It's
bigger
lighter.
and lighter.
And
But-
it's fun.
Oh, that wasn't it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. We were sitting there talking, do we put a Powerball in Cleopatra? And then we said no, because that would just kill the
Yeah,
drop
that would
targets
be-
right in the middle.
Yeah, that would have so much force that they would probably split in half.
But the Powerball is a tool that tournament directors will use to make a slow game go faster or for the element of surprise. Now, Priyanka said this is her first game, and she's killing it with a Powerball.
Yeah, sometimes that that happens. I feel like
Now, it is a little bit bigger in size, so you are able to get a little more flipper on it and make more saves,
but hey, she's making shots and making saves, and that's a big part of playing with a Powerball at this point. So big thanks to Pinball Nerds Podcast, cheering us 10 biddies. He says, thanks for adding the Powerball. No one can say it's floaty now. I love the game with the Powerball on it. I mean, it's not as fun as the other games I've played with Powerballs,
All right.
such as Old Chicago.
Oh, gee. Now, Priyanka has a huge shot right now. She has 4x, 20. She has max bonus. If she can get that right there, that's almost a 100,000 point shot.
She's
That
got
is the money.
Collect lit. And it's very hard to hit. But she makes it.
Oh, it
I was
was
going to say
close.
she makes it look easy.
You got to send it up there.
She,
There's also a chance you'll get it into the shooter lane, which gives you another chance.
Oh, yeah, you can basically plunge it. You might get the D lane up top, and it has a good chance of
And
jumping
with-
right in the hole.
Oh, you got that pop bumper up there, too, that sometimes will put it in there, just getting it up in the right area. Good trap there. Now, a regular ball may not have done that. The power ball just actually just gripped
It's
on
lighter,
and
yeah.
laid down
Good
real
stuff.
nicely.
I've noticed that whenever I'm playing this game, oh, nice
Wonderful.
save! The thing that I hit the most is that stand-up target to the left of the spinner. I just demolished that.
Oh.
Get in there, Andy, come on! It just bounced
Quit
around.
teasing!
Doing the right
Nice
thing, though.
save, and she got it back to a flipper.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's all right.
oh no! It's like, oh, that was an awesome backhand.
Now-
Back up to the little mini.
Now, she
pinball
has
up.
2 drop targets left up there. All she has to do is
Nice.
hit
Nudges.
one of them to reset.
Oh!
Man.
Everyone in the chat, we got Pinball Nerds Podcast saying so friggin' close. Nice ball. Keep it up.
Yeah, you're not scoring.
Oh,
That's
no.
Great ball
Great
there.
ball.
That's still wonderful. You get your cash in.
Cash in those points.
Doesn't get any higher.
The turkeys are coming. 259,000 point ball one.
I love Genie.
She loves Genie. Don't we all?
All right, now Rob has to follow that.
So clearly the Powerball is making it much easier, right?
Oh, yeah. So Sneed better have a 200,000 point
Yeah,
ball.
I'll see how much
So
easier it says.
instead of instead of putting a Powerball in, maybe we need to put in the Stewie playfield ball. See if that'll
the
make a
mini ball?
difference.
Yeah, we'll get a stuck ball in the slingshot and, like so fast. Whoa, a little baby flip. That's fun. All right, so how's the? Have you played with the regular ball, Sneed? Is that
Right.
correct? How do you think it is with the Powerball so far?
So far, no
It's
good.
drainy.
No
So
good.
far, no good. Incredible ball by Priyanka, though. So, and a big thanks to Java Jack 59 for the follow. Thank you very much, Java Jack.
Okay, now, Greg, when
All right.
we know you love classic games, when people do stuff like this, like putting a Powerball in a game that shouldn't have a Powerball, does it drive you nuts?
I love it. I love it, especially on a wide body game that can be a little slower to play. I like adding the speed to it.
You know, I feel like you can put DeFeo in front of an El Toro and he'll be like, I love it.
I do
love
like
it.
El Toro.
I love it.
This game sucks. I don't know what you're talking about. What the hell is that?
Well, yeah. Now, look, he had a house ball, and yet he scored more
He scored
points
30,000
than
points
Rob
than
did.
Sneed.
Yeah.
That outlane was
These-
more points than Sneed's
Yeah, these
ball.
giant outlanes are.
10,000's nothing to sneeze at. Or sneeze at.
Oh, jeez.
I see what you did there,
I'm
PD.
done. I'm done. That wins. That's oh, you know what? I'm gonna log in and cheer some bits to that because that was just that was too good.
Every once in a while, I have a funny one.
I can't believe it. Oh, I got tears in my eyes. Hold on. I don't know. What is real anymore? Oh,
Obviously,
that's ugly.
that's bad.
that wasn't real. Well, that was real. The drain was real. Genies aren't.
And for your hard work, you're slightly ahead of
Oh,
anyone
my
not named
goodness.
Priyanka.
Dude, that was so funny.
Whew.
So we have Priyanka 259,
Oh, my goodness.
Field 89.
I didn't realize how
What am I gonna pick
monstrous that ball was.
All right, so just do it again.
Okay.
here? All right, Pete.
No pressure.
Pete, you get a cupcake.
Thank you, Hobbit's Third Flipper, for following us.
Thanks to
Thank you, Hobbit's
CDs.
Third Flipper, for the great name that
Thank
made Evan chuckle. And thank you to CDs for the biddies. Oh, that has to be a show first.
Biddies are nothing to sneeze at. Okay.
You laugh, you lose.
Yeah, I lost. It's like putting it's like I scissored myself when I put $1 on the game. Instead, I'm gonna put some bits in because I lost it. Oh, that's so good.
Oh, that's not the spinner.
Oh boy.
That's all right. You got control again. Already got up to 14 in bonus.
So after that amazing ball one.
There it is.
Now, I've watched some people like John Raploga play this game, and they'll try to get on the right flipper and shoot the upper side of that 2,000 target so that they can light their bonus X. It's such a risky shot, but if you hit it in the right spot, and like up in here and
Yes.
directing it up,
Yes.
it's such an accurate shot that's so beneficial.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think of trying something like normally shooting into a pop bumper is
something you
never
don't want,
recommended,
yeah.
but
especially if it's that close to the flippers. Best be nudging. You best be nudging.
yeah, you waited too long.
You didn't nudge.
I think I went from the wrong side, too.
Hobbart's third flipper says, I'm basically useless. And that's a lie. Don't be doubting yourself, buddy.
All right, time to get a flip.
Let's get a flip in. I mean, if you do exactly what you did, you'll still be in second place. Just so you know.
It's not the goal.
All right, he's got a B and a C, but he still hasn't flipped.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he
got
got
it.
it.
We're good.
Never a
it's okay.
doubt.
Now he better get like 50,000 points. He picked off. He actually shot the bonus X target, but it.
Oh.
That rubber down there just it creates some weird bouncing.
It would have been better off
mistake,
draining
big
at the
mistake.
10,000 lane.
Yeah.
He ski jumped down the middle. He's a power ball in a bottle right there. Hey.
Take two.
See that like exit kind of reminds me of like the feeling I get whenever I'm playing like Super Orbit and it goes out the gate. You're just like, yes.
Take a minute to catch
Take
your
a
breath.
minute. What I like to do with that rubber whenever the ball gets to the right and it's kind of underneath that upper right flipper, I'll actually drop the flipper to kind of help settle the ball down.
Right.
It helps. Sometimes you bounce it and it like launches it even
Yeah, I
further.
feel like that's a great way for me to embarrass myself.
Oh! That was a nice save.
That was terrifying.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Jeez.
It's only terrifying if you don't survive.
That was a nice catch.
Now this
Come
is
on.
terrifying.
This is terrifying.
Yeah,
oh,
we're
he
fine.
didn't make any moves, and
He
he
got a nice spinner shot
got
there.
rewarded for it.
All right, he's got the bonus collect
Bonus
lit.
collect is
And
lit.
Can he nudge it over? Nope.
He's getting towards max bonus.
Uh-oh.
Just wanted to
So he's
Oh,
got a
come on.
44,000 point cash in up there.
on.
Oh, that was
Now, if that had been a regular ball, it sticks.
It was-
I think
yeah.
because it was so hard
I-
with the Powerball, that's why
I
it didn't
agree.
stick.
What?
Oh, that was cute.
Try again. Spin a rip. Jake has his bonus collect lit on the upper right saucer. I don't think he knows.
I don't even think he knows that.
I don't think he knows. Oh! Here we go.
He survives
Okay, we got
that.
the view of it, Jake. So let's see if we can
Another spinner
get
rip.
it in there. Oh, he's hitting
Man, I'm
targets
like-
up top. He's adding
There
to
we
that
go.
bonus.
And there,
All right.
now, he completed all the white ones.
He got the
so-
lower right target ready.
So that reset those, and now the bonus 5,000.
He's got the extra ball lit on the right.
Oh,
he
that's
just
good
missed
stuff.
it.
He's got everything set here. A, B,
Oh.
C, D. Both extra balls lit.
This
bonus
is
collect
where-
lit.
this is
And the
where you start-
scariest
Oh,
moment.
this is where the ball leaves the play field.
About all he didn't do there was get a 5X.
Damn it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Genie.
Wow.
So we put a Powerball in the game so that people can put up bigger scores.
Bigger scores.
This is so much fun.
How do you get to a score? You power through it with a power ball. Powerball.
I actually have to play my ball.
We'd hope you would anyway.
I was going to.
I mean, if you're so confident that you're walking off after 2 balls as player 1,
Doink, doink. Nice. Nice. She was patient, got the ball to cradle, had her targets lit for bonus X advance, and she gets it. Back up top to try to collect some more targets to increase her bonus. Oh!
Dang, I lost it.
still 350,000. What a great game.
This is that's definitely one of the best that I have seen so far. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play Genie. That was, I mean, each ball she made good moves, good shots, and everything. Let's see if Sneed can follow it up.
Yeah, in a ticket format, you would take 350 anytime.
Oh yeah.
In a high score format, you're looking for probably about 455,
350?
somewhere in there, but you're not going to sneeze at 350.
I'm not gonna Sneed at it. That's getting overused now. Okay.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say to it either. It was good though.
You
Shadow,
just need to play better.
we've got someone in the chat room saying, Shadow Tilt says, did I already miss the best Genie impression contest? And maybe. You
Was there
definitely
one of
missed the
those?
best Sinbad contest. Because it was definitely not Sin good.
Look at that. Greg didn't even flinch with that ball. It looked scary, and he's like, yeah, I got this.
And
No problem.
Yeah, never
And
doubt.
Aaron in the chat says, Fred Cochran holds the title for best sound impression of this game. And that is absolutely true. Thank you for showcasing what that was. We've got Player 4 stepping up. We will bring you one more game. Maybe we should do a one-handed Powerball Genie challenge. What do you guys think?
Well, that's the chat. We'll see if Jay can
Does
make the
chat-
comeback first.
Does
And
the
then
chat want a one-handed 4-player game after this?
well, they're deciding. Let's see if Jay can make the comeback here. So
He's got a lot of work to do.
the biggest thing right now is getting that 2X.
So we've got one of the chat Pinball Nerds podcast says one-handed sounds fun.
No, not like that.
We actually have 2 people voting for split flipper.
I like it. Let's do
So
it.
let's do a split flipper. well, hold on. Let Priyanka get this score.
Priyanka's pindigoing
Yeah,
this.
Yes.
350,000.
All right,
Now make
so-
sure you put in the notes with a Powerball.
Everyone has to pick a partner. And it looks like Colin's stepping up, and Priyanka's going to be joining us.
So how many
in-
players we got over there?
Colin looked like he really
All right,
wanted
Jake,
to play Genie.
Are there 8 over there?
Jake, choose your partner.
I'll play with Colin.
Colin, step up.
Okay.
Fresh out of the booth. So we have a 3-player game going?
Yep, make it a 3-player game.
All right.
Okay, and
Wait,
then
how many people are there? There are 4?
There's 6.
there's 6
There's
over
6
there.
over there?
So
Okay,
3 teams.
Three teams.
All right.
And the partner that gets the headset will be the partner that plunges.
We don't even, we're so far away from each other. You're not even in the other person's personal space.
I know, it is kind of nice.
You should put your other hands in each other's back pockets.
No. I don't even have pockets.
Okay. Hi, this is PAPAtv. Welcome to the Split Flipper
Oh, wait, we
Genie
do have 7,
Challenge.
so Rob's going to need a partner.
All right, we'll add another here in
Yeah.
a second.
We got enough for 4 teams.
Yeah, we
I
can
guess
do
one
it.
of us has to play,
One
though.
of us will go. I'll
Place
do it.
your bets.
I'll do it.
All right.
Oh!
Colin
All right,
and
I'm
Jake.
going to run down there.
Okay, so next up will be Team Evan and who?
Oh, no!
It
Reset
didn't
the
happen.
game. All
Yeah.
right, that didn't happen. Wrong. We entered the wrong number of players.
Right, we needed 4, only 3 were entered. Doesn't count.
All right, Petey. I guess we're the only lone commentators left.
We're Team 5. It's all right.
It's okay. We'll see if it pays off. We'll see if the teamwork or the teams break up.
Oh, no!
All right, so they get 37 on their first ball.
That'd be an okay ball if it was Sinbad.
Pinball Nerd Podcast. It would be rad if there was just for fun and pride split flipper tourney at Replay FX this year. While we don't have the tournament
go.
directors to do something like that, we always suggest if you want to put something together, go for it. I mean, there's so many great websites out there to promote stuff like that, and people will obviously join in if there was some crazy stall ball action that was happening.
Team 2, Lee
during
and Evan. Oh, did you see that, Petey?
I did, and it wasn't good.
The ball hit the bottom of the upper flipper, or the upper right flipper, and then just went right down.
All right, now we got Team Tia and Greg, which means Sneedies. Nice.
This is great. Especially with the Powerball.
That's what's great about pinball. There's so many different things you can do for fun. Split flipper, one-handed, cross-handed. Now see, they needed some nudge there, and neither of them did.
It's like that Y outlane is so difficult to judge. And it's even harder with the Powerball. Like, how are you going to know how to do it? Sometimes you could nudge it forward, and then sometimes what I do is if it, I will take my right hand and like pat the side of the game to kind of encourage it to roll towards the right.
Me, I just guess and pray. But at least I do something. And that wasn't it. All right, so we got a pretty close game. 39, 37, 36, and 17.
Tight game.
2 balls left.
It's a tight game.
Colin Jake in the plunge. Got
Now
the yellow
this is-
targets, but no multipliers.
This is where communication is key if you get control. Now, like they have control here.
I'm going to
We'll-
shoot the spinner.
Nice.
Knowing what your partner's doing helps when you're not with the ball in the flipper so that you can expect misses and things like that and what path the ball is going to take.
It's also
spinner.
kind of cool since there's
Oh,
so many
not spinner.
flippers on this game. I normally have never
Oh,
played
no!
split flipper on a game. It normally has 2 flippers. This one, you potentially have more opportunities to flip.
Oh, or split flipper on a game like Rocky
Flipper
with
buttons are on the side of the cabinet. Okay. Maybe that was our problem.
Look how cute they are.
Aw.
So we got a producer and a tech. What we don't have is players. That was nice.
Oh, wrong side. I would have slapped the right side.
I can't. I would have slapped Lee.
Let's see if the voice changes the luck.
Oh, so you're going to talk to us now,
I'm
huh?
going to talk.
Greg
yes,
and
that's
Tia.
right.
So what is your plan?
My plan is to let Tia take as many shots as possible.
She is
Okay.
the most accurate shot taker.
I'd be ready, though, because she'll probably just tap pass the ball to you.
Yeah, you got to be ready for the taps. The tip taps.
I'm ready. Whoa. Not sure I was ready.
Good
Very
nudge
nice.
there. Chance for
Spinner.
a bonus. No, spinner. I
Oh.
get one.
No.
Nice.
Oh, nice
Very
read.
good.
Ooh. All right, so they got one white target up the top for the reset, or two reds. This is some good bonus here. 16 already. No bonus X, though. All right, now what are they going to do from here? Get
How
the
would
bonus
you-
advance target. And,
Ooh.
ooh, this is scary.
Oh.
And, yeah, I think they nudged that one out.
Still, really good ball puts them in the lead.
That was a good ball. Alrighty.
Team Chris,
Team Sneedies.
Team Sneedies with the plunge, the D.
Pinball Nerd Podcast. No Louisville for me, but maybe 2021. I'm probably only going to Pinburg this year as only show. I highly agree with that decision.
Yeah, maybe you're going to pick one. Spinner?
Have you heard that Pinburg tickets go on sale February 22nd, 12 o'clock?
So technically this month,
Yeah.
get ready. Get those fingers
Nice.
ready.
In fact, after this game
Nice
here, we'll
move.
talk about the satellite tournaments.
Oh. It hit the mouth of the spinner, killed it, and went right back down.
Player interference.
Ball 3, this is
And
it.
big ball here. All right, they start the ball in third place.
There's some shenanigans going on.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
uh-oh,
no.
That was such a bad choice.
Very disappointing.
So Colin and Jake end with 89,690.
That's
let's
going to
do
be
this.
good enough for maybe third.
Maybe third. Evan and Lee.
As we saw from your ball, there's a lot of points that can be had in one ball. So
We haven't seen anyone get that many multipliers yet.
now here's a chance, and there's a multiplier,
And the
it's gonna get him. Oh,
Dreaded. Yellow drop target down the middle. And Evan,
less than 1,000 away. that
Evan
is
and Lee
so
end at
unfortunate.
88,900. In the lead,
Going
Greg
for
and Tia.
that.
Nice move. That needed to be done.
Okay, now they're trying to build up their lead here.
See if they can get some multipliers. Knowing how to use that upper right flipper is tricky. but
It's an
they're-
offensive weapon, a defensive weapon,
It is the biggest weapon.
a special teams weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's coming down. Good read.
Everybody's watching. Team Sneedies holding their breath.
Oh, okay. I think we're going there. We had Team
Sneedies holding their breath.
nope.
Oh,
Tifeo.
DeFeo. Yeah. Very nice.
Okay, so
Amazing team.
So
Greg, DeFeo, and
with
Tia.
the plunge, as
All
long as
right.
they don't tilt, they have second.
Yeah, first let's think second place first, and then we'll go for first place here. We gotta just keep the ball in play, get the bonus X, and get the bonus.
Okay, so now they're in second. Now now this is an interesting point. Like if the ball's coming down the middle and they know they don't have the bonus, how can they work at an attempted
Nice
move?
shot.
Because I mean, if you're not going to win, you might as well make a move.
And since they're two different people, they could counterbalance each
Right.
other out, which happens, I see, at even the best split flipper teams.
Oh, they had a good nudge there to keep the ball in play.
Coming to you.
Now that was good communication. That Chris was going to let the ball bounce over to Rob.
It makes me so nervous. I know you can bounce with a Powerball, but it makes me too nervous to do so.
Okay, so 12 in bonus. They still need some multipliers. And there's a chance for one here.
Still lit.
No.
Oh.
Good ball. They'll get to
Just
142. The target would have got it for them.
So great. That was wonderful. The first and probably not the last.
All right. We got our upcoming broadcasts next week in honor of the Daytona 500. We'll be playing NASCAR and Mario Andretti. After that, it says Circus Voltaire and Clown. That's a lie. That's the week after that. That's February 25th. The February 18th is Roadshow and
Cactus
Jacks, and I'm really looking forward to that show.
It's going to be good.
And they're going to try to edit it on the fly. We have some great shows lined up for March, too, but if there's something that you'd like to see on PAPAtv, shoot me a message, and maybe we'll try to work it in sometime in April or May. I still have the schedule to put together. Look at that. That's production.
Wow.
All games subject to change.
We're bringing you the quality you deserve.
All slides subject to change. We also mentioned the Pinburg tickets going on sale on February 22nd, but you can win entry in the satellite tournaments this past weekend at the Riverside Game Lab 1 in Riverside, California. Carl D'Angelo was the winner, beating David Oliver on the last game of Viking to take it. At the the Quarter World Arcade in Portland, Colin Urban won that, only taking 1 strike in a 4-strike event. This weekend, we have Starfighters Arcade in Mesa, Arizona, and Portal Pinball in Kennesaw, Georgia. And then, if you're interested in the Pittsburgh one, tickets go on sale for that at 10 a.m. on Saturday at papasnob.com. It's limited to 40 people, so get in early. It'll sell out, not quite as quickly as Pinburg will sell out on the 22nd, but...
You never know.
So, we had a great time playing these System 1 games, and there are so many other great System 1 titles by Gottlieb. I guess they're a maintenance nightmare, but they're a lot of fun to play. I went out to Google and put in System 1, and the first thing was the Pin Wiki. The second one is, why are these games so miserable? And it's like, that's so frustrating, but they're a lot of fun to play, and you say you can have some fun if you put a Powerball in them. We want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Thanks to Priyanka in the booth, Jake and Evan tag teaming the production and getting us back up and running with the software failure. And thanks to Greg DeFeo for coming out and joining us and showing us how not to play classic games.
And special guest Lee Clevens.
Oh, yeah, Tech Lee Clevens sneaking in there. We'll see you next Tuesday night for NASCAR and Mario Andretti. Have a wonderful week. Thanks for watching.